I was driving back home from my place of work in interior. It was late in the evening. I was a bit tired and sleepy. All of a sudden, I realized my car is gone off the road. I forced to bring it back on the road, but within no seconds, it rolled over, and I was upside down in the middle of the desert. I have driven the same road many times, and I thought it could never happen to me.
About 25% of car accidents are due to rollovers. Driver error or lapse in following rules is most often the main cause. Accelerating beyond the prescribed speed limits and your vehicle's road handling capabilities, ignoring the all-important warning signs on the road, unwanted and careless overtaking, not reading the ever-changing road conditions could cost you and others injuries or lives. Especially when changing from a black top to a graded road, you should remember some basic rules. Switch on your headlights and rear lights to improve visibility. Reduce speed, slow down. 80 kilometers per hour is often too fast. Follow the dust code. So how does a rollover actually happen? In most cases, the vehicle rollover happens in the S-curve pattern.
What happens with the S-pattern rollover is that the driver loses concentration for various reasons. He then leaves the road on the right-hand side. He realises now that the vehicle now is going off the road over the windrow, and what he now attempts to do, he attempts to bring the vehicle back onto the road, so he turns the steering wheel to the left. It invariably then throws the steering wheel over to the right. At this point now, what actually happens is that the rear wheel station leaves the ground and the momentum is pushing from the side, and of course it's at that point that he goes past the basic stability level and then the vehicle rolls over.
It is possible to avoid getting into the very hazardous S-curve pattern. If you have made the mistake of turning sharp left to get your vehicle back on the road, do not attempt to turn the vehicle to your right. Instead, hold the steering wheel tight, lock your arms straight, and take your foot off the accelerator. In this way, the vehicle will regain its balance and simply roll on, eventually coming to a stop. An important factor in rollover is a vehicle's center of gravity. A higher ground clearance in off-road vehicles means a higher center of gravity and a higher likelihood of rolling over. But watch it, saloon cars can also roll over. It is possible to minimize the risk in a rollover accident. Just observe some basic safety rules on the road and off it. In other words, start with a positive attitude. Use the safety cage in your vehicle to store heavy or sharp objects which could cause injury during a rollover. Always wear a seat belt while driving and insist that everyone else does the same. It's your responsibility. Wearing a seat belt is not just following rules. It's your first step towards safe driving. The fact is, in all rollover accidents, seat belts have saved lives.
I never took the seatbelt seriously in the past, probably because I wasn't educated about it. But now, since I've been aware of how this simple belt could really save lives, and seeing facts and figures from brochures, television, the media, I've since always had my seatbelt fastened. But my main concern is the children. I think it's very easy to say that we're just going down the road to the shop and just have them sitting in the car. But then I stop and think and say, well, that short drive may lead to guilt for the rest of my life. And now my daughter always has her seatbelt fastened so that I can always see her smile, always.
سلامة الإنسان أهم شيء في الوجود طبعا، وفي الشارع الإنسان لازم يحافظ على السرعة المقررة ويلبس حزام الأمان. هذا شيئين من أهم شيئين الواحد المفروض يحافظ عليهم إذا يريد أنه يكون آمن في الشارع. نحن نسرع كذا في مراحل مسكرة مغلقة تماما، وفي نفس الوقت تلبس خوذة أمان، حزام أمان، والسيارة عليها أشباك أمان. ففي الشارع الإنسان لازم يلتزم بقوانين الشارع وحزام الأمان.
Remember, prevention is better than cure. Stay within the rules, okay? Drive safely and drive alive.
Remember, your safety begins with the right attitude to driving, the positive attitude. Make safe driving a habit. Lives depend on it.